Hi, I'm Brandon Easton with LeBrun Toyota, and this is the 2019 Toyota Highlander Limited. So for the 2019 Toyota Highlander, they've done a lot of different things to really give it that aggressive as well as a luxurious look to go along with it. You can see in the front that they have a really aggressive front fascia to give you that nice sharp appearance as you're going down the road, really cutting edge. But also you're going to see that transitioning throughout the entire vehicle in its entirety, as well as when you go down to the side of the vehicle and even in the rear. Now the Toyota Highlander has a lot of phenomenal new safety features that are going along with it. That's going to be the Toyota Safety Sense P. Now what that's going to be is your pre-collision system with pedestrian detection. That's going to be laser dynamic cruise control. That's going to be your lane departure alert with steering assist, as well as your automatic high beams. Now, as we start out with the pre-collision system, now that's going to be working with two different particular features. That's going to be the sonar that's coming out of your front Toyota emblem, which is no longer just an aesthetic, it's actually live and active, as well as the camera mounted right behind the rearview mirror. Now, with that Toyota emblem in the front, it's going to emit sonar waves. Now, what that's going to do, let's say you're going 70 down the highway and you have cruise control set. Well, if a vehicle in front of you is going 65, your vehicle is going to adapt to that vehicle's speed, and you can even adjust it by 3 different lengths that you want to be away from them: close, medium, and far. Now, as they pull out of your way, your vehicle will pick right back up to your preset speed to make sure that you and your family are safe, as well as not going to be fidgeting as much with the cruise control. Now, also with that Toyota emblem, it's going to be your pre-collision system. So maybe you're driving through your hometown, 30-mile-an-hour road, and a pedestrian was to walk out in front of you, or maybe a kid was to roll a skateboard out and was going to go run and grab it. Well, the vehicle is actually going to sense that pedestrian right in front of you and slow down your vehicle by up to 25 miles an hour, sending pulsations to your brakes. Now, as you find yourself working up to the camera behind the rearview mirror, you're going to notice that is a lane departure alert with steering assist, which is phenomenal. Now, what that camera does is it reads the lines on the road, so at speeds above 32 miles per hour, if your vehicle starts to depart from the road, whether it be that you're not paying attention or you're falling asleep at the wheel, it's going to start beeping to wake you up or get your attention back. And if that doesn't work, then it's actually going to take over the steering wheel and bring you right back into your lane. Now, also a part of that camera behind the rearview mirror is going to be your automatic high beam. So if you have your high beams on, you're cruising down the road maybe at midnight in a vehicle, whether it be brake lights, headlights, or street lamps, your vehicle will actually be able to sense that and automatically dim you down to your low beam, so you're not blinding other drivers on the road, nor do you also have to worry about fidgeting with that knob, turning on your low beams, your high beams, on and off, and forgetting that maybe you left your high beams on. So it's just a nice feature for the convenience aspect for you and for other drivers, keeping them safe driving down the road as well. Now, there are a couple other safety features that you're going to find on the exterior of the 19 Toyota Highlander Limited. Now, some of those are going to be your side view mirror turning indicators. So when you have your turning signal on, instead of just having your front headlamps or your rear tail lights using your turn signals, it's going to give really good capabilities for people on your right and your left-hand side to be able to see exactly where you're going as well, by lighting up right here on this indicator whenever you turn on your turning signal. Now, these are also breakaway mirrors, so whether you're parking inside of your garage or maybe you're parking in a tight parking garage or parking space, what this will actually do is if you were to clip some, it breaks away for you, so it's not going to cost you a couple $100s to get a brand new side view mirror. Now, also a part of this is going to be your blind spot monitoring system. So if you're driving down the road, instead of having to turn and break your neck looking behind you of what's going on, this is actually going to light up on both of your side view mirrors, letting you know when somebody is in your blind spot, so that way you don't move into another lane that maybe you shouldn't be turning into. Now, this also has a heated mirror as well, so these will heat up so you don't just have blocks of ice on your side and not be able to see. But my personal favorite thing is that they even do that on your windshield wipers. So the entire strip up there is actually going to be heated, so you don't, again, have blocks of ice going back and forth in front of your windshield. So that way you can clear up your windshield and give great visibility while you're driving down the road. One of the things that Toyota has paid keen attention to is the aspect of all the aesthetics on this vehicle. So as you're looking down at the 19-inch alloy wheel, now that is a chrome alloy wheel. Now, the nice thing with it being a little bit of a larger rim is that it's going to really help transition yourself through like a big potholes, as there's a lot of them in our area, and it's going to give you a lot cleaner driving quality. Now, you can find yourself to get about 20 miles per gallon in the city on this vehicle. You can get 26 in the highway with an average of 22 with the 8-speed automatic transmission. But there also is a hybrid model for this vehicle available, which gets even better gas economy. Those are some of the awesome features on the exterior of the Highlander. Why don't we take a look at the interior? Now, as you can see, this is the black interior with the perforated Softex leather seating. Two unique features that I like out of the perforated leather seating is that you're gonna get the cooling seat, which is almost like having air conditioning coming up through your seat to cool you down. Works really good in the middle of the summertime. But you also have that heated seat, because as you know, in our conditions that we have here, it gets really, really cold in the winter, and that'll keep you nice and toasty. You're also gonna find yourself with a leather wrapped steering wheel, so it gives you a very good, comfortable grip. As you find yourself to the left-hand side of the steering wheel, there's actually a couple different things going on here. That's where you can turn on and off your automatic high beams. Also over here, you're able to turn on and off your start-stop technology. What the start-stop technology is, as you come up to a red light, your vehicle will actually disengage the engine to help you save a fuel economy. And as you put your foot on the throttle again, it'll actually kick the engine right back on. Now, also over here, you could open and close your power liftgate in the back, which is height adjustable. You also can turn on and off your heated windshield wipers right here on the left-hand side, as well as turn on and off your parking sonars. Now, what the parking sonars are, is you got a bunch of little circles around the rear of that vehicle, and as you get closer to things while you're in reverse, it'll actually start beeping the closer you get, and it'll start beeping quicker and quicker the closer that you get. So that way you don't get into any rear collisions while you're reversing, especially in a parking lot. As you find yourself moving over to the middle of the vehicle, you're gonna see that there are 4 unique buttons on here. That's gonna be turning on and off your traction control. There's gonna be a snow button, which will actually start your vehicle out into second gear to help you smoothly transition through thick snow. Now, you also have a DAC button, that's downhill assist control. That's actually gonna downshift your vehicle as you're going down a hill to really help you maintain a specific speed going down that hill. Works very well for towing. And to the right of that, that's your center lock differential. Now, what that does, it gives 50% power to the front, 50% power to the back to give you almost true four-wheel drive, kind of like a truck. Now that will automatically disengage itself after you hit 25 miles per hour, so you don't need to worry about fidgeting with that frequently. That's just right as you're in your driveway, you need to get through 1.5 feet of snow, press that button and you're good to go. You're gonna see that they have a lot of different amenities right up in face view. Now, what those amenities are gonna be, as you start out right here with your climate control, one of the things that I really like is that they're not just focusing on only the driver, they're focusing on everybody in this vehicle. Now, the Toyota Highlander is a tri-zone climate controlled vehicle, which means that I can set my own temperature, my passenger can set their own temperature, and my rear passengers can set their own temperature. So maybe, if your wife is sitting next to you and you got your kids in the back, well, everyone can have their own climate, so no one's yelling that they're too hot, no one's yelling that they're too cold. And one of the things that I particularly really love about the rear climate control is the fact that everybody can make their own adjustments back here, but it's actually one of the only SUVs in its class that has the climate control and the air coming from the top of the vehicle coming down, which works very, very well if maybe you have a car seat sitting in the back, so the air is going to shoot down right to your child, opposed to it coming from the ground where the cold air is going to be more settling and not rising up to get to the passengers in that vehicle. Now, also in front of us, we have the mid-informational display, as well as we have the touchscreen display. Now, in this mid-informational display, that's where you can have a lot of access to controls like fuel economy calculation, adjusting all of your Toyota safety sense features like your pre-collision system sensitivity and your lane departure alert sensitivity, for an example. As we move ourselves over to the touchscreen in the limited Highlander, what you're going to see is that it has a standard navigational system that's going to be working all throughout the United States. Now, also through here, that is where we're gonna have access for things like Driver Easy Speak. Now, Driver Easy Speak is one of those features that a lot of people really, really like. What it does is it almost makes you like the pilot of the vehicle. You press the Driver Easy Speak button, and right through here, you can actually transmit the volume through the speakers of your voice, right through your connected microphone, to make sure everybody throughout the vehicle can clearly hear what you have to say. Now that we talked about a lot of the features in the interior of the vehicle, why don't we take a look at the back of the vehicle? Welcome to the rear of the 2019 Toyota Highlander Limited. So as you can see, they have taken that sharp design from the front, stretched it all the way across the entire vehicle, so you're going to see that really expressing itself in the back of the vehicle. So there's a couple cool features and amenities that you got going on back here. So you do have the privacy hatch right here. I personally like that a lot, so if you have a lot of things that are really close to you, whether it be like a cement pillar, another car, so you don't want to open up your liftgate completely, it makes it really easy to pop some groceries in here, maybe grab a basketball, soccer ball, whatever it might be, and be able to close that right back on up. Also works well if maybe you're sliding some like lumber in there and you got something sticking out, just make sure you strap it down. But you also have a height adjustable power liftgate. So you can press that right here. You also are gonna have a button on your key fob and a button to the left of the steering wheel, as I had mentioned previously. You know, phenomenal space in the back, so whatever it might be to put back here. There's a 60-40 split with your third row, and then this particular model does have captain's chairs, but it also comes available with a bench seating as well. So this is a 7 or an 8 passenger vehicle. But when I say a tight adjustable, so let's say we have this going down, goes down a little bit, I can stop it, and if I hold it, it'll save itself right there, so I'll never go up any higher than that. So that way, if you are a little bit shorter and you don't have to jump or only use your key to open it and close it, you can do just that. But as it comes down, you're also gonna see that we do have a backup camera on the vehicle as well. Now that's a wide fish angled lens that gives you phenomenal visibility of what's going on behind you. Now this vehicle also has rear cross traffic alert, which works in unison with the blind spot monitoring system that I had mentioned earlier. How that works is you have a vehicle parked maybe to your right hand side, to your left hand side, and you are in a parking lot. As you put your vehicle in reverse and you start moving backwards, you'll actually notice that your blind spot monitors are going to light up and notify you that somebody's coming in one of your peripherals that you may not be able to see, so you don't find yourself getting into any fender benders in a parking lot. That was a video tour of the 2019 Toyota Highlander Limited. We'd love to see you to stop on into the showroom and check it out in person, but you can just visit us right on our website, www.lebruntoyota.com, or give us a shout. Hope to hear from you soon and make it a great day.